Hello and welcome back to Let's Play the Darkest Dungeon. My name is Sir Camus, and my heart is pounding in my throat, because I'm about to send a leper, a huntmaster, an occultist and a plague doctor into the warrens to take down the Swine King. Yes, and I've spent a lot of gold upgrading these guys for this mission. So much gold that basically this could be an enormous setback if we fail, or more specifically, if this results in another party wipe. So let's really hope that that's not going to happen. Yeah, as you can see, I've upgraded all of these up to armor level 4. Each upgrade to rank 4 costs 2,000 gold. And I ended the last episode with 30,000 gold, almost. And I'm now down to 8,000 again. And not only that, I've also had to sell a lot of trinkets in order to be able to afford this. So this better go well, and I'm honestly not 100% sure that it will. But anyway, we're gonna try it anyhow. We're gonna bring 36 food, I'm going to bring 2 medicinal herbs, a bunch of anti-venoms, let's say... Well, maybe 5, but let's grab some other stuff first. Yeah, I think 5. 3 shovels. A skeleton key, holy water, I'm not sure about if I'm going to need that. Probably, actually. I think I've not brought this along before, and that didn't result in any good things. So I'm going to take this just to try to make all of the investments that I've made worth it. I'm just gonna invest this little bit extra, just to make as sure as I possibly can that we're going to be successful here. Alright. Am I sure about this? No, at all. Let's do it anyway. Okay. Alright, well, the distance, fortunately, to the boss doesn't seem to be as long as when we were, for example, trying to reach the Brigand 12-pounder in the Weald. But anyway, a difficult sentence that was for some reason. And I'm suddenly starting to talk like Yoda as well. Ow! 17 stress. Well, it's going to be fine. Let's use the holy water on this, which gives us holy water. Okay. But anyway, I'm really nervous. Really. If this boss is as bad as, for example, the Siren or the Fulminating Prophet, or as bad as the Brigand 12-pounder, then oh, even our preparations may not be sufficient. I'm not gonna take any risk. I'm gonna skip any fight that I can. And if things go well, then we can use the supplies that we've taken to go and do the rest of the dungeon. Also, I should probably check if it is worth camping before the boss or whether I should do that afterwards. That doesn't really give me any buffs. This is all mostly related to stress relief, other than... Yeah, the surprise isn't, but I don't think that it is worth camping. I haven't really used the survivalist much, which allows us to modify these camping skills. I kind of, for the most part, want to be able to do dungeons with the camping skills that I've been randomly given. Whether that's a bad thing or not is debatable, but it does make the gameplay very interesting, of course. But no, I'm not gonna campfire today. Oh, eat all the food that I can, which is 1 food. Okay, well, I've never reached the boss this quickly. Let's see how quickly we can get out of this fight. 200 hit points of nastiness. Ugh. And we already start with a stun. And this one. Okay, he's been marked. which is not good. Anyway, let's reduce damage on this this large fella. That looks very good. His stun resistance is 120. Our stun is 154, so a 30% chance of stunning, which is not great. He doesn't have any protection. I think that even the small chance of getting the stun would still be worth it. We even critted, so that's great. And we got the stun. Okay, well, this is a good first round for us. I would have liked to embolden the leper, but obviously the Plague Doctor was stunned, so that wasn't really possible. What else? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go for a chop. Alright, he is obviously now more stun resistant than before, so that's definitely something that we need to consider. I wonder what his speed is. His speed is 21. Okay. That is quite high. Alright, he's no longer stunned. It's now kind of a waste to try and stun him again. Let's attack him with this. Oh, we're gonna use a Dark Biscuit, of course. And then do a Hound's Rush. See how much damage we can do. 22, well, that's very good. And also landed the bleed. Obliterate body. 17 damage, which is bad, but not as bad as it could have been. And we can retaliate with nothing. Okay. I'm glad I gave him a trinket that increased his accuracy, because, ooh, that could have been bad. And this one, okay, that's not good. He doesn't have that much health, so I'm definitely hoping that I can keep him alive. Maybe I can try to stun them again. Her stun skills should be quite good. Plus 40%, so that's 170. So it's like a 50-50 to get the stun on at least the Swine King, and perhaps we maybe even able to stun Wilbur. I'll go for it. Well, we stunned Wilbur, so yeah, whatever. Let's try this again. 24. Okay, that's more like it. And now he doesn't really. Well, I guess that I can reduce his damage even further with this ability, which seems to be a very good play. Let's try another Hound's Rush before his Dark Biscuit expires. Wild Flailing. What was that supposed to do? Bit of damage, but really nothing that I have to be worried about at all. Let's try to stun the Swine King again, I think. Or do I want to beef up the leper even further? I don't know. No, I think I'll go for a stun. We got both. Wow. 39! We should be fine, right? We're gonna be okay here. Please tell me we're gonna be okay. Okay, minus 74% damage. Not that it really matters all that much, because he's almost down. Even if we don't deal any additional damage to him, he should go down on his own now. Assuming, obviously, this is an accurate representation of the damage that he is gonna get over the next 4 rounds. But I think we ought to be fine here. What are we gonna do? I guess keep him weak. Make sure that his devastating attacks are not as devastating as they could be. The Dark Biscuit has expired. We got the kill on him. He doesn't leave a corpse, which is kind of surprising. That squeal is really irritating. Ugh. 2 stuns from him. Wow, okay. But it's basically possible to kill him in 1 hit, so... stun him or rushing? I think rushing. Wow, okay. He is dead. He is so dead. Oh, that feels so great to finally kill another boss. Continue exploring though, definitely, because we need to break even on the supplies that we've taken. Let's eat some food as well. Okay. This looks all pretty good. Let's go in this direction. Ah, of course we do. We just ate, but fine. Hunger event, why not? Oh, it feels so good to finally take another boss down of the veteran level. What's gonna be in here though? Okay, a swine tor, a swine spawn, and a cultist enchantress. I think a good start here would be the blinding gas on the back row. Okay. Maybe a Hound's Rush now against perhaps him. He's a beast, so we should deal extra damage. 15, that's pretty nice. And he did get bled, but he's not gonna die on his own in a single turn. Now, I wonder if we can pull him. He has a move resist of 120. Oh, of course you missed everything, okay. What is our move chance? We have nothing to assist with that, so 110. So no, we have 0 chance of moving him. Okay, but we can obviously weaken him. Make sure that his next attack is not going to be devastating. Ah, we did not land the buff. Oof, okay. Well, can we stun him then? 95. Reasonable chance of getting a stun on him. Okay. Whew, okay, that delays the inevitable, of course. Unless we manage to get rid of these two guys. Stressful incantation is not particularly great, but if stress gets out of control, we still have a campfire. Maybe try another weakening curse. Yeah. What does this do? 7 to 12. This could get the kill if it crits, but I'm not gonna do that. No, I'm not. Gonna land debuff this time, I hope. Yes, okay, very nice. And then I'm going to Hound's Rush the Enchantress. It's half of her health gone. And the Hue, well, a Hue is not really needed. A Chop will get the kill as long as it lands. Okay. Now I still would like him not to be in that position. Let's try to stun him again, even though the chances are now 20% lower. Okay, good. Very nice. We could chop him, deal more damage. Or we could hew and also get rid of the corpse at the same time. Yeah, I think that's the best thing to do here. That reduces his options, basically. He cannot do... It would be nice if you could see from which positions they could do their attacks in the right bottom corner here. But anyway, let's use Target Whistle to reduce his protection. Because his protection is quite high on its own. Let's try to land another debuff, reduce his damage even further. He's no longer stunned. Now it's time to start dealing massive damage against him. 7 is not exactly what I would call massive, but I'll still take it. Hound's Rush. 14 damage. Bonus damage from it being a beast. Crunching Backhand. How bad is that going to be? Not that bad at all, honestly. And time to chop away at him. He'll die quite quickly now. Yes, indeed. Cannot take everything. Then again, I don't really need the holy water, I don't think. Or, I may be able to use it elsewhere in this dungeon. And the jade I don't really want anyway. So I'm gonna do this. And then use the key on the chest to get some more heirlooms. Bit of food is what we got. As well as citrine and a warrior's brace. Bracer. Okay, yeah. Citrine, is that going to be worth it? No, not really. Same story as with the jade, really. Okay, let's finish the bottom corridor first, I think. Who's the best at disarming? I'm guessing it's going to be the Houndmaster. 80% is pretty damn good already. Yeah, it's definitely him. So, disarm. Okay. And another battle. Okay, we got a surprise, which is excellent. Buff him up. You are gonna do a pull on the Fusilier. Ah, he resisted. That is very unfortunate. Can we still kill him? Only if we crit with this attack. Too bad. We do land a bleed though, I forgot about that. He still won't die in his next action though, so... that is really too bad. I'm gonna go for the chop, obviously. Rain of Whips. We have plenty of bandages to deal with that, if that becomes a bad attack for us, but it didn't, fortunately. We did get critted there a little bit, but still, nothing too horrible. Our first bleed, 6 damage over time, which is okay for us. And we have no more Fusilier to worry about. Let's use that bandage. And take down this guy. 4 more hit points. We should be able to complete that with a Hound's Rush. No problem. Then, I guess we're gonna stun him, because we don't have that many opportunities this round anymore to kill him, basically. Let's pull him to the front, and also destroy the corpse at the same time. Alright, chop, chop, chop. Brilliant. Oh, that's a lot of portraits, and I do want those portraits. Interesting. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? I think... oh, I can use the holy water on this thing, which removes a bad quirk, which is also something that I want. I'm gonna use the torch. Take that. That's kind of a no-brainer. We have also a lot of anti-venom, a lot more than I needed, but you never know how these dungeons turn out, of course. It would be kind of nice if you would kind of get a small schematic or something, or maybe... ah, whatever. I don't know. We could eat a bunch of food, I guess. There. That solves things. Okay, and then use the holy water to remove a bad quirk. Thanatophobia is not that great, but I'll deal with it. Fear of beasts, scattering, and flagellant. They're all pretty bad. Calm, enlightened, claustrophobia is not that bad. I'm guessing that I want to do this with the Houndmaster, but it's kind of an even tie between him and the Plague Doctor, really. Okay, Thanatophobia. Well, not my first choice, but... where am I gonna go next? I may go all the way over and then take this route, or something like that. Too bad there isn't anything more interesting there. Ooh, this is an interesting hallway fight. Very interesting. Alright, how about I pull... I don't think that it matters if I pull him to the front, but I want to try. Hook where it hurts. 6 and a bleed? No, okay. Yeah, he can still do his Drums of Doom from that position. But obviously it is a lot easier to take him down now. Because he is, well, basically in reach of the leper. That is a nasty bleed, which we're gonna bandage up. And at the same time, I think I'm going to do a Hound's Rush. Or maybe reduce the resistance on this guy. Then our leper may use, instead of a chop, a hew. No, that's not gonna get the kill on the drummer or the Swine Marshal. This is, however. Next turn, however, we... oh, well, there we go. Next turn we'll do this. And you will go for a stun? Yeah, I think so. Because these guys can be quite nasty all by themselves if they get the opportunity. Let's do a bit of healing here. Wow, 19! Whew. Amazing. And that's his turn. Now, okay, can we kill him before he gets a chance to act? Indeed we can! This dungeon goes swimmingly. What's next? Stun him again? Meh, I don't know. Let's buff up him, the Houndmaster, so that he can do a more powerful ranged attack. Not that it matters, because we're gonna get rid of the corpses anyway. Although apparently not the corpse of the Swine Marcher. 7 damage. That's less than expected. Probably because of the protection, really. Hook where it hurts against the occultist, which he dodged. Which is great. Sacrificial staff for the kill. Excellent. Even more portraits. We do want the portraits, even though... Well, I do want the portraits to be able to upgrade the guild, which is something that I really do want, but... I've come to realize that upgrading characters to... or upgrading the skills of characters to that level is kind of difficult. Because it's very expensive, basically. So, yeah. What is gonna be in that hallway? Nothing much in there. I'm not gonna do that fight, but... I am gonna pick up this torch. Okay, well, whatever. Go back. The W key has been a real improvement for me to this game, because clicking on the door when walking backwards is a real hassle a lot of the time. That's too much gold to just leave be. To drop 5 anti-venom really isn't that great, but I'm still gonna do that. 1,000 gold is definitely worth 5,000? No, 5 anti-venom. Yeah, we could do with a bit more food, honestly. Because we also still want to camp, if possible. And it might be better to camp before we go do those last 2 room battles. Never mind. I would like the stress relief from the campfire, but I think... I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. So let's use the firewood. I don't want to risk getting a hunger event and not being able to meet that. So I'm gonna just use 4 food here. Obviously there is a chance that we get some more food in the process of completing this dungeon, but anyway, diseases. No one has diseases, right? We didn't get any diseases in this dungeon. No, we did not. Okay, in that case... nothing much that you can do. Less likely to surprise. That could be good. In fact, I'm gonna do that. Then we have the possibility of using quarantine on him. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna use a reflection instead. Then we have pep talk and stuff. Okay, no, nothing much that's really worth it. Let's just use an encourage on him. Pep talk on him as well. And then we have 2 points left, and the only thing what we can do is another pep talk, which we're gonna apply to the Houndmaster. Just a random choice there. This place is horrific, and there's nothing for it. Now we've run out of firewood. Forage some berries? No, I don't think so. I think we'll be fine. But we did get ambushed in the night, which means that we're gonna get shuffled. This is like one of the mildest shuffles that I've ever seen. Awesome. Yeah, I'm not gonna complain at all about that. Stun the drummer. Rent for the old gods. Bleed. We still have bandages. Let's pull him forward, actually. That makes him a little bit easier to kill. Stumbling scratch, and he is less useful from that position, which is something that I forgot already. Even though a couple of dungeons ago I said that it would be good if I remembered stuff like that. Ew, well. 11 damage against an enemy that is partially a beast. And the leper can partially deal some damage to the cultist gladiator. And this is great, because now this unit is useless as well. Let's buff him up again. Hound's Rush. Just in case that gets the kill. It doesn't quite get the kill. We can curse on this guy. Stumbling Scratch, which may land. Oh wow, 8 damage from a Stumbling Scratch. That is quite impressive. That kind of screws up my plans because the... Oh, well, actually it would have screwed up my plans anyway. So let's do the chop anyway. He has been debuffed, so he shouldn't pose too much of a danger to us. 17 crit damage, excellent, and a bleed. So he's not gonna be a problem at all. Bye, 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 bye. And a bunch of loot, quite nice. Not really something that I anticipated. I wish that I could look at the map now, because I'm not sure if I'm still gonna need the shovel. Yeah, that's a tough one. Oh, I can leave the dungeon anyway, in case that I need to do that. And... medicinal herbs. I'm still kind of hoping for more food, but... No, let's take the money instead. Obviously now we're gonna come across a carcass or a barrel of alcohol or whatever it is. Oh, we cannot take those. Well, I would rather have those than the jade. Okay. Are we ready for this? I think so. Okay then. See how far we can push this party before it falls apart. If it is gonna fall apart, of course. A stun in the back row would be ideal. If we would have gotten a surprise, I wouldn't have done that, but... And also, let's pull this guy forward if we can. We cannot, apparently. For some strange random reason, quite literally, we were unable to pull him forward. Let's debuff him. Ball and chain, which may result in a stun, I believe. We resisted the stun. Let's start chopping down this guy. Since we can, you know. Run for the old gods. Once again. Let's try that pull thing again. There we are. And then buff up the leper. Vomit, which may result in a bad quirk, but it didn't even land. So there we are. Drums of Debilitation. It would be nice if we could pull him to the front as well. But that's not gonna happen anytime soon, I don't think. Attack him, perhaps? It's gonna deal decent damage. It may even get the kill. It did get a kill. Wow, okay. Another bleed. Those bleeds are quite bad. I wonder why I haven't healed it yet. Hugh, is that gonna get the kill? It could very well get the kill. Excellent. A bit of a gamble there, but a gamble that I was willing to take. And now what? I think I don't want any more stress attacks, so there you go. And the chop will take care of him. Then we're gonna pull him forward with the occultist. I forgot to use a bandage, right? No, not yet. We didn't even have a turn yet, so... But we are gonna use a bandage, yes, definitely. 14 damage. And the bleed. And die. As the fiend falls, etc. Okay, now we're gonna take a quick peek in this hallway, see what goodies lie in wait. Okay, we can even stack those in our inventory, which is always good, of course. Torch, I guess, and then get over here. We don't have holy water anymore, right? No, we do not. Then I guess I'm gonna eat the remainder of the food, do this battle, and then hopefully we will not get a food event before the last room. Which of course we will, knowing my luck, but still. Okay, pull her to the front. It's not gonna make much of a difference, but I would rather get rid of her than... Oh, she resisted, never mind, whatever. A bit of bleed, a bit of damage. Hugh's gonna get rid of him probably. Not gonna get rid of him though. 2 times 16, that's amazing damage. I love that Plague Doctor Leper combination. It's awesome. What's next? I guess I can do that to get rid of him. I wasn't able to prevent that anyway, I think. Well, I could have stunned her again, I guess. He's now quite stressed out, which is unfortunate. Let's pull her to the front now. Although the pulling is already killing her, so there's that. And he died from the venom. Or the poison, or whatever it was. This is for the Jester, which increases stress heal, increases stress resists. Meh. Good item, I think. No food event, no food event. Okay, good. What was that thing? It was probably a stack of books or something. I skipped it. Never mind it. Not gonna go back for it now. Yeah, use the last torch. And the final room for today. We got a surprise once again. Which is good. Buff up the leper. Standard procedure almost. Let's do a direct attack on this guy. Whoa, nice. Love it. Let's use a Hue. Let's pull this guy forward. Not that it really matters for this round, but in the next round we'll be able to get rid of him a lot more easily. Stumbling Scratch. That also forces the other guy to do a Stumbling Scratch, so I love it. We failed to prevent the stress attack, but it wasn't that bad, honestly. Stumbling Scratch again, which indeed didn't do as much as it could have. That was pretty nasty, honestly. Stumbling Scratch. Okay, we dodged it. I was saying this as if it was a horrible attack, but it really wasn't. Let's cure that bleed, I think. And then do another Hue. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, I'm gonna pull. Ah! Ah! Too bad. Well, we did get the kill anyway, but I would have loved him to be in the front position so that I have, so that these guys wouldn't have been as dangerous. Not that they're very dangerous at the moment, but you know. We should be fine. We are chopping them to pieces faster than they can deal any significant harm to us. I would like to have the deeds. But what am I gonna leave behind instead of it? I guess the citrine. Okay. Are we really done? I think so. Let's get out of here. So we actually managed to collect a dark tambourine and another kind of tambourine. We also got a nice bunch of loot, about 15,000. And we have another level 5 Houndmaster, which is kind of annoying because now we cannot use him anymore for things. An early riser, a bunch of bad quirks, wow. Thin-blooded is not the worst thing in the world. Automatonophobia is not something that I wanted to keep sticking around. And then we have the yips, which is bad overall. Okay, so let's deal with all of those annoyances. Autonomophobia. Is that worth 1,000 though? I may leave that for now. He has already got 3 locked in quirks, so he's not gonna get locked in. Cophobe, I don't like that. The nervous may be even worse, honestly, though, but I'm gonna remove that one. He has Thin-blooded and Nocturnal. If torch above 75. I may remove the Nocturnal before it gets locked in. 15,000. Yeah, this stuff is so freaking expensive. And obviously the yips is gonna be our highest priority on the Plague Doctor. Alright. what are we going to do next week? No, we're gonna look at the new recruits first. God-fearing, Plutomania, I don't like that. Go away. Satanophobia, not that horrible. Fate, chance to turn any miss into a hit. A little fake about what the chance exactly is. Not really sure about him. A Cove and Weltphobe is nothing for me. Precise Striker's good, but Satanophobia and Bad Gambler. Well, Bad Gambler is not that horrible, but the other two are. +4 speed on the first round, last gasp. Dot hitter. Minus 10% stress heal. Well, not bad. Didn't we already have a bounty hunter? Yeah. And quite honestly, I'm not that impressed by the bounty hunter class. It has its uses, but no, that one will not do either. Oh, did we already go full circle? I think we did. Oh well, okay. So nothing interesting this week. The next week, what are we going to do? Well, the Warrens is obviously still a good place to go because we need portraits. We could also try to go for the Brigand 12-pounder again if we had the people for that, which we may. He has rabies. But, yeah, rabies, I may be able to deal with that, especially since it gives 50% extra damage. That is kind of interesting to try and make use of. Yeah. Beast Slayer. These three guys could do very well in the wield, I think. I hope. And then we could bring him to heal. Could that work? Maybe that's going to work. And I would love to take down that nasty bastard of a Brigand 12-pounder. What is in here? Veteran dungeon with a focus ring. That could also be nice though. Just to get a new focus ring, which I do love. Increased accuracy, increased crit. And it works especially well on characters such as the leper, who doesn't have that high dodge to start with. So the reduction in dodge is not going to be that bad because of that. Speaking of which, by the way, can I now finally upgrade the guild? Well, finally. Can I upgrade the guild? No, not quite yet. Not quite yet. Obviously, this might be even a higher priority to reduce the cost of skill training by 10%. Yep, I think that may be my next goal, honestly. That means that upgrading to skills to rank 5 is gonna take even longer, but I cannot really afford that stuff anyway, so what's the big deal in that regard, right? Alright, well, choices, and I'm gonna consider all of them, or at least the ones that I can think of, in between episodes. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you will join me then. Take care.